everyone, it's Stacy, and I just wanted to give my thoughts on the new TV show Abbott Elementary. I want to congratulate the brilliant work of Quinta Brunson, the creator of this show. It's well written, it's entertaining, it's clever. But I also want to talk about the educational issues addressed in this TV series. So for me, the show is not funny. And perhaps some people can separate the actors' portrayals, the scenarios as funny versus the educational issues presented. I can't, but that doesn't mean I don't like the show. I do like the show, and I can see how other people may consider it funny. I just don't think it's funny. Like I said, I think it's clever. But that could be me, my own personality. That could just be my trauma that I've experienced as a teacher in the public schools. Like, I don't think it's funny. I think it's very traumatic. It's very triggering for me personally to see that on the screen. But I'm glad it's presented because, like I said, I'm just glad that education, K-12 education issue is presented in an fairly accurate way on screen. So I'm happy about that. But I hope these issues can be addressed because these are real issues. For example, the situation where the second grade teacher, the main character, Janine Teagues. So she does go above and beyond on trying to fix the light bulb when she was going way out of her job description. That was overboard, yes. But it's a show, so it has to be entertaining. I get that. But what it symbolizes to me is it's those small things that let me know this school is not going to be successful, and it's not. And the thing is, so I remember I had a professor 10 years ago, Professor Pedro Noguera. He's now a dean at the University of Southern California School of Education. He's awesome. And he had us read an article about a broken window. His background is sociology and education. And so if you know the author of that article, or you know about the broken window theory in schools, please comment below. It's different from the broken window theory in criminology. This one, I can't remember the exact name, but basically when a school has a broken window and it's not repaired, that signifies that like there are low expectations, because if it was a good school, it would be fixed immediately. Like, you don't let that linger because you value the kids and you have some kind of accountability to students, parents, community, and just the morale of the school. It's those small things that are allowed to linger in certain schools that mess up everything. So it should not be taken lightly that light bulb was not fixed for many weeks, Janine said. And the janitor was saying that he had to get an electrician and that it may not be repaired until the summertime. Well, that happens. Those kind of repairs, those kind of things happen all the time. And if electricity is involved to the point where he has to call an electrician, that's a safety hazard. So these kids are at risk. Like, what if a fire happens? But again, those kind of small things we don't let them slide at other schools. Problems get fixed immediately. And this is a so-called small problem, but it actually leads to a big deal and sets the expectations for the school. So that's just one example. And just the fact that she wanted more for her kids, wanted better, I don't think that makes her a savior. Because she was asking for basics. Like, she's not asking for over the top stuff. It's what certain students in other schools get, plus more. So yeah, it's a lot, but that's one example. And then another example where the other two teachers, Miss Shimenti and Miss Howard, are talking about, well, Miss Howard is saying that she just makes do. And then Janine, and then Miss Shemintes talks about how she learns to set up boundaries and just, do what she can do so that she can care for the kids. That's how she doesn't burn out, by setting boundaries, which I get. And self-care is important. But I also wonder, and you all can help me out in the comments, when does that kind of idea turn into being immune to the problems in the school system and compromising? Janine, in my opinion, just wanted more, wanted what the kids should have had. And why is that considered? And then they say this in the TV show, why is that considered a bad thing when I want the kids to do well? And that's exactly what happens all day, every day at some schools across the United States. Like, it's real out here. And it's for her, yeah, it just that the difference of perspectives I get with what both teachers are saying. But again, when does Miss Sheminti and Miss Howard's thinking cross over into compromising and not just becoming immune to the status quo? And it seems to me that it could put them in like a lack mentality, and they might not even realize it, because Janine is just thinking abundantly.